In this video, I'm going to introduce you to many musical terms that you can use in your everyday English. You may or may not be aware that many words have snuck into mainstream English via the musical field. Today, we're going to talk about the most common words that we've borrowed from the music industry. Now, as we know, music is everywhere. On the streets, in the malls, in our ears, via our headphones, and probably annoyingly from our neighbor's place. It's almost always too loud. But musical terminology helps us to enrich our conversational English. It helps you to express ideas differently, more accurately, or more creatively. Let's begin with the first category, rhythmic pulse of speech. The first word is rhythm. Life has a rhythm, very much like music does. What's yours? Fast-paced, hectic, slow? And if you have a sense of rhythm, you can probably dance well, or at least feel the beat, which is our second term. A beat is a main accent or rhythmic unit in music or poetry. The drummer sets the beat, and the rest of the band follows. Hearts beat, and with every beat of her heart, she felt more alive. The sun also beats down on cities or beaches, or anyone in the sun. She danced to her own beat, never concerned with fitting in with the crowd. This means she didn't follow what everyone else was doing. She was independent. Are you independent? Do you follow your own beat? Do you march to the beat of your own drum? The third word is cadence, and this refers to a rhythmic flow in speech, movement, or sound. Marching bands march to a cadence. A poem as well has a unique cadence that makes it sometimes memorable. You can also listen to the cadence of raindrops on the rooftop going pitter-patter. So too the voice. The speaker's cadence slowed, emphasizing the gravity or seriousness of his closing remarks. The next category is expressing individuality or, by contrast, togetherness. And here we have a series of words that I'll introduce you to. The first one is solo. This is a performance by one person. During the concert, the violinist played a stunning solo that captivated the audience. But we can use this in extended senses. He flew solo on his journey across the country. If you do anything solo, you do it alone. The next term is harmony. This is a combination of simultaneously sounded musical notes that produce a pleasing effect. The choir's harmony resonated throughout the hall. But it's not just music that harmonizes. The colors of a painting can also harmonize, producing a calming effect. Partnerships, relationships can also be harmonious if they have similar goals or values. Do you have harmonious relationships? I hope so. Living in harmony with your surroundings is sure to produce peace and joy, something we all need in our lives. Next, we have chorus, the part of a song that is repeated after each verse or a large group of people singing as one unit. This is a chorus or a choir. But we can use this term chorus very creatively. There was a chorus of calls for change. This means there were many people publicly advocating the same message. Our next category is dealing with creative performances. And our first term is improvisation. This is the act of creating or performing spontaneously, without preparation. Jazz musicians improvise, but so do people in other professions. During the workshop, actors practiced improvisation. And at a party, when people realized that the main dish was ruined, they improvised with the remaining ingredients. That means they made something up. They concocted it from whatever was left over. Her speech was a work of improvisation after she realized she left her notes at home. And for the record, this video is not being improvised. It's been carefully choreographed. This is an acting term, which means well planned. Our next term is gig. A gig is a live performance by a musician or group playing popular or jazz music. The band has a gig at a local club next Friday night. But we can also use this term in extended senses for jobs that are temporary. She picked up a few gigs as a graphic designer to pay the bills. Have you ever worked a gig? Not a gag. A gag is a joke. A gig is serious stuff because it's for money. Finally, a cue. I like this word a lot and use it frequently. Cue is what conductors do when they want musicians to begin playing. They cue them. Actors also receive cues. As soon as he received his cue, he walked onto the stage. The smell of the ocean was a cue for her, bringing back childhood memories. A cue can be, in this sense, a signal. Our next category is tonal quality of expression, and here we have 4 terms that I'd like to introduce you to. Pitch is the quality of a sound based on how fast it vibrates. The slower the vibration, the lower the sound. If you have perfect pitch, it means that you can recognize any sound at random. The pitch of the siren grew more intense as the ambulance neared. We can also use it for presentations. During the presentation, she varied her pitch, the tone of her voice, to keep the audience engaged. We don't want to speak with just one tone during a presentation. It becomes monotonous, another musical term, which happens to come from the word tone, our next term. This is a musical or vocal sound which references pitch, quality, and strength. The piano has a rich and warm tone. The tone of her mother's voice indicated great displeasure. The article had a critical tone to it as it questioned the government's decisions. Our next term is resonate. This is to produce a deep, full, reverberating sound. The opera singer's voice resonated throughout the hall. By extension, a story can resonate with many readers who've experienced similar challenges. A speaker can use words that resonate with their audience, which can have a lasting impact. In this sense, resonate means that they understand, they've shared similar experiences. Forte is a term, a musical notation that indicates loud playing. The orchestra played the forte sections with vigor, loud and fast. But it can also refer to a strength or a skill. Mathematics has always been her forte. And while he's versatile in many sports, tennis is definitely his forte. What's your forte? Let me know in the comments below and be sure to practice this term. Our next category is dealing with discord and closure. Our first term is dissonance, a term I use probably more than I should because I just like it. Dissonance results from a combination of sounds that are disharmonious. They're out of sync. They create a bit of discord. The dissonance in the music created a sense of unease. But in an extended sense, this word is very colorful. There was a clear dissonance between the company's values and its actions. There was a clear difference. The debate highlighted the dissonance or differences between the two parties' ideologies. If you're out of sync, It means you're not working or moving together properly or at the same time. You're not in harmony. The audio and video were out of sync, making the movie difficult to follow. But again, we can use these terms in extended senses. Their ideas for the project were out of sync, leading to numerous disagreements. And if dancers on stage are out of sync, it doesn't look very good. And finally, we have the word coda, which means finally. It's a concluding passage of a musical piece or movement. The symphony ended with a powerful coda. The novel's coda, the end of the novel, left the readers with a sense of closure. And the coda of this video you're watching at the moment is the word coda. I'd like to hear from you. Which of these words did you like the most? Practice a few of them in the comments below and share this video with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and if you're at an intermediate level, a B2 learner, look at section 6B in the Upper Intermediate English File series on music. It's very interesting and very helpful. See you soon.